next part, we hear a few words from Heike, the president of LIA. We are very happy to have her as our head of LIA. She has been in Switzerland for many years, since 2001, and works with logosynthesis since 2014. And she's leading LIA since, is it 2 years? Am I correct, Heike?
Yeah, you're correct.
So I'm very happy to hear a few words from you.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you, everybody. And dear all, I'm really happy that I have the opportunity to speak to you as president of the Logosynthesis International Association, to some of you better known as LIA. And I'll warmly welcome you, the participants, the facilitators, and the organizers. Without all of you, this would not be possible. So I'd like to take this opportunity to share a few words with you about LIA. In the words of Willem, LIA is the organization that attempts to organize the unorganizable in the matrix. So what do we do? This is a question we often hear from professionals and people who come across logosynthesis and LIA. So I try to give you a few answers to the question, why is LIA of value? So one question or one answer could be, if one introduces a new model, a new process and method for healing and development, it is important to prove concept to the user and all to other official bodies for acceptance and recognition. In other words, it may also be for overcoming skepticism and ignorance. If you want this model to become widely known, you need loudspeakers and mouthpieces, addressing the various target groups appropriately and supporting the members through this. If you want this model to building roots in the world, you need local activities and a guiding role to support and align the overarching values and regulations. And if you take money from your members, you need financial transparency. Further on, money is a condition to achieve further development and growth. So I now have to start my little presentation. So, Bildschirm presentation. There we go. Following the founding of logosynthesis some 20 years ago and following 10 years of groundwork from the previous LIA organization, 2 years ago, a new phase of LIA was initiated. And today we are a team of 7 dedicated board members, all volunteers, most of whom you have here on the screen and playing various roles. And here you see the house of our organization. We have the LIA vision and mission. And we have on the left side a strategy column, on the right side, an operational column. So the strategy board is setting the direction, and the operation, the board of directors, is implementing. It is not that sharply separated. We are very good as a team, and we cooperate and co-create very harmoniously over those 2 past years. When we began this journey in 22, we focused first on understanding the needs of our members. And what we found out by interviews was that most of them want to grow. That's why they reach out to logosynthesis. And they want to learn about logosynthesis after they became appealed by it. And some of them, and many of them we hear on the screen, they even want to earn money with the application of the model and the method. So we invested some meetings in creating a LIA vision, and I highlighted the two main points. The rest you can read by yourself. It is a target of LIA to become a global partner and to empower individuals and professionals using logosynthesis for healthy and meaningful living. This sounds a little dry. So we also invested some time in creating an image, and the vision of this sentence before is that we form a virtual community in due future. There is a meeting garden in the middle where you can meet. There's a town hall where the board is located, but there are other more important things. There's a school where you can learn about logosynthesis online, and you can also learn about on-site courses. There's a library where you can find further information. There are exercising spaces. There's research and development facilities. There's one-to-one support available. There's a foundation. And there are other villages around. You see villages, Netherlands, Great Britain, Italy. All these villages look differently, but they are linked closely to Logosynthesis, LIA Association International. And when you enter this village, there's a billboard where you can see what's on today. So this is our vision, but we are fully aware it will take some time to get there. The technology is available, but we have to take our times. As I said before, we are volunteers. Based on the vision and our virtual image, we developed the LIA strategy, stepwise and evolutionary, because we can't do it at once. LIA is user-centered, international, and interactive. And what we see here today is more than international, and it's very interactive. So we already have a little proof of what we are looking for. From this the specific strategies of our chairs have been developed, and also the board roles and responsibilities were oriented around this. While these efforts will bear fruit in the coming years, we've already achieved significant milestones. And I think it's worth mentioning all the board people have invested a tremendous energy and time to get there. We clarified the liaison between Willem and LIA in greater details. We established the certification process for master trainers with a first cohort of 8 master trainers now qualified to teach the logosynthesis curriculum. We completed the trainer certification manual, bringing clarity for trainers and trainees. And we're creating a consistent flow of information through all available communication channels. And behind the scenes, there are improvements ongoing. The board of directors is continuously professionalizing and streamlining operational processes to better serve our community. While some of this progress may not yet be visible to all of you, and I can confirm to you that we are deeply committed to continue improving and growing and making this village, which I showed before, real in a couple of years' time. However, a team of 7 volunteer board members and small committees around them cannot accomplish everything. This is a call for volunteers to contribute, whether on a case-to-case basis or as permanent members of the chairs committees. We especially need support in the area of digital transformation. That means technology and IT infrastructure to further advance in building our LIA virtual village. Here we are looking for a full member of the executive board of directors. Please reach out if this appeals to you, to Monica, our director of Logosynthesis International. The chair business development and finance is building its committee and looking for volunteers with backgrounds in fundraising, business development, finance, all and or. So we're looking for several people, not only for one, but if there's one who can do it all, please contact finance@logosynthesis.international. And also the chair learning and certification will be happy to expand the team by people interested in this field. The email is standards@Logosynthesis International. In case you are appealed by any other task and want to contribute, don't hesitate to raise your voice. So this is what I wanted to tell you about Logosynthesis Association, International Association. I turned it around, LIA. And thank you for being here. And I'm absolutely convinced together we can continue building a stronger and more impactful LIA for bringing logosynthesis to the world. Thank you so much.